Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Film My Run on Zwift. My name is Stephen Cousins and we are broadcasting live around the world on Facebook, on twitch.tv, on Mixer and on YouTube. While we're getting everything set up, it would be absolutely awesome if you could go and subscribe to the Film My Run YouTube channel and also the Zwift Runs and Rides YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/FilmMyRun, on Twitter at FilmMyRun, and you can also go to the website, which is www.filmmyrun.com. It's very nearly time, so sit back, relax and watch me do all the hard work. Hello all, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are in the world. We're broadcasting live on the Film My Run channel. And this is the Norseman event. And we're watching Brent Hansen, who is currently in the lead, running at 4:15 per kilometre. So Norseman is in celebration of the Norseman triathlon, which takes place this week. It is one of the most brutal triathlons there is. Ryan Downey says, I look well rested. Thank you very much, Ryan. I am well rested. I haven't run for a week now, so that's good, or just under a week, and I'm not planning to run for another few days. I have to run on Thursday, but I'll be as gentle with myself as possible, leaving me enough strength in my foot to get through next weekend's crazy race. But back to this crazy race. We've got quite a few runners. Brent Hansen is in the lead. Mikael Hasse is second. Oh, James Allen third. I think I'll tell you. Let's see who's nearby on the Zwift app. Jeff Allen it is. And then it's Emily Williams from the USA, Jeff Bassett, Karl-Heinz Engel, Alan Day, Chuck McGee, Robert Dowse and Sven Schwartz are all in the Norseman race today. So we're going to follow it through as far as we can and see how they all go. The pace at the front is for this race relatively sedate, I would say, at the moment. I hope that's not being rude to Brent. Sometimes you see runners going off in a 10k or a half marathon even under 4 minutes per kilometre. So Michael Hasse and Brent are doing just over 4 minutes per kilometre at the moment. Hello, wife. So instead of having my chat messages on my little tablet in front of me on my left, in front of me, I've got my chat on a big screen now on my left. So hopefully I'll be able to see it a little more clearly, especially when I'm running. So if anyone wants to join in on chat, please feel free to do so. I am watching YouTube chat. Peter Byrne, hello to you. I'm watching YouTube chat, I'm watching Facebook chat. And also, if you are watching on Twitch, I'm on Twitch as well.
Right on.
I won't be getting many of them tonight because I am not running. I am simply standing at the back watching what goes on. You'll notice everybody has got their Norseman t-shirts on. I think they get to keep them. Well, they do get to keep them if they complete the race. Whether I get to keep mine, I don't know. Because I've got one on standing on the start line. I wonder if I can go to me, whether I'll lose everybody else. No. So there's me standing on the start line. I've got a Norseman t-shirt on. When it comes to the end of the race, I assume I'll just lose it because I haven't completed the run. Bitterburn, how's the injury? He says, well, I can still feel an aching in the bottom right of my right foot, the outside of my right foot. And I have had that for quite a few weeks now. Well, 2 or 3 weeks now. And I've been kind of ignoring it, but it has been getting marginally worse all the time I've been running. So I thought, given that I've got 2 big races coming up, one at the end of July and one at the end of August, that I do not want to miss. I am not running for a week or so, and we'll see if it gets any better. And if it doesn't, hopefully I'll just be able to get through without it getting any worse over the next week. Hopefully I'll be able to get through the next 2 races without it kind of falling apart on me. Leo, good evening, Stephen. Hope you're well. Thank you very much. I am well, apart from, as I said, my injury. It's not really. I mean, it's not really a terribly bad injury. It's just I can feel something that I don't want to aggravate. You know what I mean? You know that injury that's not prevented. It doesn't stop you running, but you know that if you carry on running, it's probably going to get worse. So it's time to just not run for a few days. Oh, I've got Monday Run Club written up on my screen, haven't I? Nice. It's not Monday Run Club. Let me go and change that so it doesn't say Monday Run Club anymore. There we go. Now there's a big gap between. Now there's a big gap between Zwift and Norseman. When the screen comes back on, you'll see. Anyway, not to worry. So Michael Hasser is definitely doing under 4 minutes per kilometre now, into the lead, 7 seconds ahead of Brent in second place. There are no groups, by the way, tonight. It is all just an E group, so that means everybody together. Often in workouts or training sessions or some other races, we have pace groups A, B, C and D. So if you consider yourself to be a fast runner, you would be in group A, and slower runners would go in group D, and everywhere in between. However, this race, we are all in one big group. And Michael has a heart rate at the moment of 135, so he is keeping it steady. That is a decent pace at that heart rate. If you've got any questions, please do pop them in the chat there. Leo says, still haven't run. Injury still with me. Plenty of rest for you, Stephen. Play it safe. Yes, absolutely. Thank you very much. Malcolm Oak says, oh, should have run just on the bike. That's all right. There are Norseman runs every day this week. More than one as well. There's about 3 or 4 every day this week. If you want to do a Norseman run, then hop on and run anytime this week. And also there's a bike ride as well, Norseman bike. So if you can do a ride and a run, I think you get a whole Norseman kit, I think. Well, you get something anyway. You get some virtual prize. Andrew Cutmore, watching you from my hospital bed, really needs some inspiration. What's happened, Andrew? Why are you in a hospital bed? Is that some horrendous injury from some monumental race? Or are you just poorly? Or are you having an operation? What's going on? And Malcolm Oak says it's, what, 4:30 a.m? Surely, Malcolm, you're in bed asleep at 4:30 a.m, not on your bike. What are you doing riding at 4:30 a.m? Marcus Holmes says, good luck to everyone racing. Of course, right now happening at the same time on Zwift is the Zwift Run Club, Monday Run Club. So there's quite a few people who might normally be running Monday Run Club who are here. Michael Harser and Brent Hansen for 2. Jay Bassett as well often is in Monday Run Club, and me, of course. But there are plenty of other people also still running Monday Run Club. I know Tim, who's usually running at the same time as me, he's doing Monday Run Club. So let's have a little look further back in the field. So we've got Brent and Michael Harser. There's Brent. Jeff Allen, heart rate of 141. Brent's heart rate. Brent hasn't got heart rate. I mean, he has got a heart rate. He has got a heart rate. He's just hasn't got a heart rate monitor on. Emily Williams from the USA, running at 440 per kilometre. She's done 2.5 kilometres so far. No heart rate for her though. Steps per minute 169. Jeff Bassett. Do you know, I'm really going to have to start remembering these names. Yeah, Jeff Bassett. Heart rate 128. That is chilled. Going up a bit there, 133. He probably knows I'm watching him, you see. He's got nervous now. Malcolm says, it's a crazy world, Stephen. Limited time slots available, so 4:30 a.m. here you are. Fair enough. Fair enough. I suppose some of us are so time-strapped that getting up at 4:30 a.m. is the only way we will get our workout in. Love the glasses, Jeff Bassett. Excellent stuff. You can choose to what's the word I'm looking for? You can make your avatar look however you want. What's the word I'm searching for? Anyway, you can make your avatar have long hair, short hair, grey hair, black hair, blonde hair. You can wear glasses, no glasses, hat, no hats, beard, no beard, dark skin, fair skin. You can customize. Customize was the word I was searching for. You can customize your avatar to look almost however you want, so you can get it to look really very much like you actually look if you want to, or completely different, which is what a lot of runners and riders do. They make their avatar completely different to how they actually are in real life. And also there are plenty of different kits available for you to wear, and also the size of your avatar, believe it or not, the size of your avatar is dependent upon the weight that you put into settings. So if you go to settings, you can set your weight. Some people have been known to not put the correct weight in. However, the correct weight in, it will make your avatar the same body build as you should be. Karl-Heinz Engel, let's have a look at Karl-Heinz. 142. So that at the moment is the highest heart rate we've seen, and at nearly 3 kilometers in, that is quite low, isn't it? Everyone's heart rates are quite low. So let's have a look. This 157. The further back in the field we go, the higher the heart rates are going. Alan Day from Scotland. No, that's not Alan Day. That is Robert Dowse. Robert Dowse from the UK. Could be in Scotland, of course, but he's chosen a GB flag. And he is 7 seconds ahead of Alan Day. Alan Day has a heart rate of 142. Chuck McGee from the USA. You would not get a British person called Chuck McGee, would you? It just simply wouldn't happen. Andrew had a stroke on Saturday. Oh my God. Really keen runner, run 40 miles a week, gutted. Just my balance affected. Should be back running in 4 weeks. Well, I'm glad it wasn't. A really serious stroke. But obviously, any stroke is relatively serious. But Andrew, get well soon. Hope you're back running again as soon as you are expecting to be. 4 weeks is pretty good going, I would have thought, after a stroke. I assume they're doing loads more tests on you to make sure that you are fit and well to keep running. But best wishes to you, Andy. Good luck. Who? That's not my avatar, John. I'm not. Oh, John Hancock. Where's John Hancock? I can't see John Hancock. He's not running, is he? Yeah. Well, So this is Chuck McGee's avatar, who has big shoulders and lots of muscles, and Malcolm Oak is pointing out that John Hancock's avatar is always very muscly. John Hancock is one of the regular runners on Zwift and organises the Saturday morning Run in the Park race run on Zwift. Leo says, have I managed to watch any of the Trans Gran Canaria run on Sky Sports? No, it is a race that I do want to do. I have seen videos on Trans Gran Canaria. I will go there and do it 1 year. Me and my mate Richard will go out there to Gran Canaria and run that in the next couple of years, I would have thought. This year we did a race in Tenerife called the Blue Trail. And next year's race, actually we haven't decided on next year. So Trans Gran Canaria is still in the mix for next year. It's always in February, or is it January? January or February each year. So it'd be nice to get a bit of winter sun. So there's Chuck McGee, 1 minute and 50 seconds behind Chuck McGee, so quite a way down is Schwartz. Sven Schwartz from Germany. 10th place at the moment, out of 12. But I'm also... Who's the other person in the group then? There's somebody behind... There can't possibly be somebody behind me. I am last in the group. Let's go. So Michael Hasse is 9.5 minutes ahead of Sven Schwartz. So Michael Hasse in first place, pulling out a bit of a lead now against Brent Hansen. In second, 44 seconds ahead of Brent. Yeah, Malcolm just confirming that John Hancock isn't running today. Leo says, is there a bucket race that I want to do in the UK? In the UK, there are definitely there are 4. I can immediately think of 4 races in the UK that I definitely have to do. One is the Dragon's Back across the spine of Wales. That happens every 2 years, and it's just happened this year. The other one is by the same company, and it's called the Cape Wrath Ultra.
Jack it up.
Which is in Scotland. And that happens every other year as well. Alternative. So 1 year it's Dragon's Back and 1 year it's the Cape Wrath Ultra. They're both incredibly expensive to enter though. So whether I ever do them or not, I'll have to have a bit of a windfall, I think, to be able to do them, or get sponsored by somebody to do them. So that's 2. The Lakeland 100. I've never done Lakeland 100. It is one of the classic UK 100-mile races. I have to do that at some point. I will definitely do that at some point. It may even be next year if I can get my entry in time. It sells out within hours, so you have to be very lucky to get in at the exact moment the website lets you in to book. So Lakeland 100, and then Hardmoor's 110-mile race. I'd like to do that. So that's 4. Hardmoor's 110. Hardmoor's is over the North Yorkshire moors and down the east coast of the UK. Beautiful run. I've done the 60. I'd like to do the 110. Lakeland 100 in the Lake District, Dragon's Back in Wales, Cape Wrath Ultra in Scotland. There you are, there's 4 for you. Right, let me go and see if I can find out anything about Robert Dowse. He's a UK runner, so I've got ways and means of seeing information about them, so bear with me.
Jack it up.
Okay, Robert Dowse from Warwickshire in the UK. Started running in 2007, quite late in life at the age of 22. Well, I didn't start racing until I was 40. Initially completed the 2 Castles 10K and the Coventry Half Marathon with the University of Warwick. Really enjoyed it despite being totally broken and continued to run from then on. He's in a club called BRAT, which I don't know what that stands for. He joined BRAT in 2011. And he discovered athletics and ultramarathons at the same time. Says he's a very average runner, but still improving and enjoying it. And his PBs are as follows: 69 minutes, 69 seconds for 400 meters, 2:27 for 800 meters. Mile 5:22 for the mile. 18:46 for 5,000 meters. That, I assume that's on a track. 5,000 meters on a track. And then his 5k PB is 19:12, and his parkrun PB is 18:28. So all around about 18.5 to 19 minutes for 5k. 10k is 37:54. These are not average times, by the way, Robert. These are great times, really good times. Half marathon, 88 minutes, 8 seconds. And marathon PB is 3 hours, 57 minutes, 29 seconds. So I think your marathon PB could be improved. Because if you have a 10k time of 37:54 and a 5k time of 18:28 in parkrun, then I think you can improve your marathon time, which is 3:57:29. See what other races he's done. Quite a few half marathons listed. More half marathons than marathons and ultras. I can't see any ultras listed, but then again, this website that I'm looking at doesn't always list a lot of ultras. But well done, Robert. Some good times there. Really good. Well done. Leo, Lakeland 100, me also, and Barclay Marathon USA. Well, yes, if we're talking abroad, there are plenty of other races abroad that I'd love to do. Oh, you did say on overseas as well. I'm sorry, I missed that. I just saw in the UK. Overseas, well, yes, there's all the ones in the USA, aren't there? Barclay Marathons, Western States, Badwater. There's loads in the USA that I'd love to do, just to get out there and try them. All the UTMB races. So I've done CCC. I am going to do TDS. I want to do the main UTMB race. Lavaredo, awesome race.
Right on.
What else? There are loads. I'd have to have a little more of a think. Gillian Bronte. It's nearly 5 a.m. in Sydney. Time for me to get up and start Zwifting. This is encouraging me. Well done, Gillian. Get on with it. Get on your bike or get on your treadmill. Get going. Right, how's this race getting on? So, Michael Hassett is pulling away quite easily now from Brent. Michael Hassett is running at 3:50 per kilometre, so he's pushing a time that I would kind of expect. But his heart rate is way up there, 173. He is working hard. He has done nearly 6.5 kilometres, so he's almost halfway through. Not far off halfway. He'll be doing well to keep this up. His heart rate is high, 171. It's probably not max by any means, but it's certainly high. So he is probably about to tip the red zone any minute, I would say. If he keeps up this pace, keeps up this effort level, he is going to go into zone 5, which will be red, and you'll see the colour change on the left-hand side at the top there from orange to red, so you'll know he really is working hard. Look, he's already up to 176 now. Whether he's listening to me and he can hear me talking about him, and that's made him nervous. He's gone up, raced up to 178 now. What is his max heart rate then? Look, 176. That I would be in the red zone now. If it was me, I'd be in the red zone. So his max heart rate must be over 185. 190 even? Who knows? Let's have a look at Brent. Brent doesn't have heart rate.
Nice.
He's running at 190 steps per minute. I think that what we've got there is half of what his actual steps per minute are. So he's probably running at 190, which is fairly speedy leg movement. And he's running around about just over 4 minutes per kilometre, keeping it steady and well ahead of third place. Jeff Allen in third, 2 minutes 20 seconds behind. Heart rate of 145, so he's keeping it easy. Dean, hello Dean. Dean says hope you're well. Thank you, Dean. I'm not too bad. I'm just not running because of my injury at the moment. Just making sure I don't make it any worse before big races coming up this weekend and at the end of August as well. 142, I would suggest, is a really, really decent heart rate. At a pace of 427, it is 427 per kilometre. So he's holding on steadily to third place. Jeff Bassett, 50 seconds behind, 48 seconds behind, just passing the waterfall in the Italian village. Heart rate of 145 in the orange zone though, so 145 is actually working quite hard for him by the looks of things, as long as that's correct. Yeah, so he's just on the edge, so he's now down to yellow zone, back in the middle again. So 145 is right at the bottom of his zone 4 running. And there you can see my new third camera view. So if I'm actually running on the treadmill, you can see here, that's where you would see the treadmill. If I just turn it on, you can now see my treadmill speed. Oh, hang on a minute. Overhead view. Overhead view. Not going to change for me. I've got this voice control thing. I should be able to say overhead view and it'll change to the overhead view camera. I can do it manually.
Nice.
Overhead view. Ah, no, I've changed it. Top view. I'm trying to change it with my voice. It's not working. Top view. There we are. Hey. Okay. So you can see there is the speed of the treadmill, and as I push it up with the paddle there, you can see I'm up to 3 kilometers an hour there, and that's the time. And here's the elevation of the treadmill there. So when I am actually running, you'll be able to see those stats on screen now with this third camera. I'll just stop that because I'm not supposed to be running. So Keith says, I have a strange question. How do you convince your wife that doing these crazy but fun ultramarathons are a good thing? I'll tell you how. You get her involved. So, right, major tip. This is not a strange question at all. This gets asked all the time, and it is an issue within families all over the running community. The trick is to make them feel, if they can't beat you, to join you and get them running. It will do. Well, the first thing you could do is get them to help you with crewing and things like that. So you convince them that they are a vital support network in your running, that you need them there. That
Nice.
It's a good idea, isn't it? That you're gonna need them every 10 miles to provide food or sustenance or just moral support for you. So they get into doing that, and if they're outdoorsy types, if they enjoy, getting out and about, that's actually something that my wife really enjoys doing. And then they get into the running community, they meet a few people, they get to know people, they get to feel what it's like to be in that community, and then they start running. And then they start really realising what goes through your head when you book a marathon or an ultra. Why do you want to climb to the top of that mountain? Why do you want to run through the clouds? Why do you want to cover 100 miles? They start to actually kind of mentally get in tune with you and what your kind of ambitions and goals are, and then they start to have those goals as well. So that's the cunning way to go about doing that. Just turn playlist on. Hang on a second. Sorry, didn't mean to do that. Press the wrong button. Where are we? It's so easy to get set up for Zwift running. All you need are a few things. Firstly, access to a treadmill. Either at home or at the gym, it doesn't matter what kind of treadmill you use, any treadmill will work with Zwift. Next, you need a foot pod, preferably a Bluetooth foot pod, and the most popular. It's so easy to get set up for Zwift running. All you need are a few things. Firstly, access to a treadmill. Either at home or at the gym, it doesn't matter what kind of treadmill you use, any treadmill will work with Zwift. Next, you need a foot pod, preferably a Bluetooth foot pod, and the most popular ones to use at the moment are the Zwift Pod or the Stride. Then simply download the Zwift app onto any of these devices. So a Mac, a PC, an iPhone, an iPad, an Android phone, Zwift even works on Apple TV. Pair your foot pod in the app, possibly add a heart rate monitor if you like, and that's it. You're all set up for Zwift running. I don't know what's going on here. Why does it keep changing to that blank screen? Something weird's going on. Hopefully I can get it to stop. Anyway, there's the Zwift website if you want to. It was the wrong playlist, that's what it was. For some reason it defaulted to the start playlist as opposed to the main playlist. So that's why it kept going back to the start of the broadcast. Okay, I've sorted it now. Don't worry, don't panic. Meltdown is over. Leo, thank you. So Leo says, my wife doesn't run, but they love travelling with me around the country to get to see places they wouldn't normally see. Exactly, Leo. Exactly. If you've got people who like the outdoors and like travelling, then coming along with you to these races and going to crew for you, they'll get to see places and do things they would never have done otherwise, and hopefully they'll enjoy that. Leo says, what was it you just said again in this quick video? What, this one? I'll play it for you again. It's so easy to get set up for Zwift running. All you need are a few things. Firstly, access to a treadmill. Either at home or at the gym, it doesn't matter what kind of treadmill you use, any treadmill will work with Zwift. Next, you need a foot pod, preferably a Bluetooth foot pod, and the most popular ones to use at the moment are the Zwift Pod or the Stride. Then simply download the Zwift app onto any of these devices. So a Mac, a PC, an iPhone, an iPad, an Android phone, Zwift even works on Apple TV. Pair your foot pod in the app, possibly add a heart rate monitor if you like, and that's it. You're all set up for Zwift running. Okay, apologies for playing that twice. Just I wasn't sure whether that was what Leo wanted to see again. We are looking at Sven Schwartz, who is at the back of the field, 26.5 minutes behind Michael Hasse in first place. Michael Hasse, he's keeping it real at 167 BPM, so he is all right. That must be his cruising heart rate, around about 170 BPM, cruising heart rate for him. He has slowed down a little bit. He was at 350 per kilometre. He's now closer to 4 minutes per kilometre, 356, 357. Settled up to, yeah, it's kind of, because he's wearing a foot pod, it's not rock solid, but it's jumping around about between 355 and 4 minutes per kilometre. But he is keeping it steady, and Brent has slowed down. He hasn't slowed down, has he? He's been at about that pace all the time, hasn't he? Just around about just over 4 minutes per kilometre. 4:13, 4:14. So he's 2 minutes and 11 seconds behind now, behind first place, but solid second place because he is a good 3 minutes ahead of Jeff Allen. And then Jeff Bassett is in fourth place, heart rate of 149 now, over 8 kilometres run, 5 miles done. Karl-Heinz Engel, heart rate of 152, zone 4 for him. Emily Williams, Emily's the only girl running with us today. She's doing really well, 8 kilometres done, and she's right behind Karl-Heinz Engel. In fact, it looks like she's going faster than him slightly, so she is catching him. She's in 6th at the moment. Can she get up to 5th? Well done, Emily. We'll give her the first ride on of the day. Leo says, who services my treadmill? I've only had one technician out ever to service it, and that was to replace the belt. It's a MyRun treadmill from Techno Gym, so the Techno Gym engineers come out direct. That's who I've paid for before. I suppose you could get anyone who advertises that they fix treadmills, but I've only had them out once and they came direct from Techno Gym. Robert Dowse, 158 BPM. And then we've got Alan Day. Is it Alan? It is, isn't it? Yeah, Alan Day, Chuck McGee, and Sven. Let's see if we can find anything out about Alan Day, whether Alan's on the UK database at all. Bear with me while I look Alan up. Currently heart rate is 156. No, I haven't got Alan Day listed on my database.
Nice.
Let's try double L, Alan. No, he's not listed on the UK Power of 10 website. Let's have a look and see Brent. Brent is on Ultra Sign Up, is it? Or Athlinks. Let's have a look at Athlinks. You can do this yourself, of course. Go to the Athlinks website. Okay, so I've got the Fargo Marathon here, 18th of May 2019, Fargo Marathon in 3:40. But I've also got, oh, we might have done a 10k. No, that'd be too fast for 10k, wouldn't it? 29 minutes. 29 minutes, 37 seconds. That can't be a 10k, can it? That's a 10k time for an elite runner, that is. I've also got the Lava Man Triathlon. 3 hours and 12 minutes. See if I can find a bit more about him. Hang on. Fargo Half Marathon in 2017, 1:32, and Medtronic Twin Cities Marathon, 3:46. Emily Williams, let's look for Emily Williams. There's probably quite a few Emily Williams on Athlinks, isn't there? Darren Smith says, am I still injured? Yes, I am. I'm not running for a week and a half. I've not run for a week, and I'm going to leave it another few days.
Nice.
So there's Emily, our only female runner. I think it's unlikely that I'll find any information on her, because Emily Williams, I don't want to say it, but it's quite a common name, isn't it? I'll type it in anyway. Okay, so I've got Emily R. Williams and Emily Williams from Toronto. Oh, I've got loads of them here. Texas, South Carolina, Illinois, California. Yeah, there's no way I would know if it was the right one, which one it was. So I can't tell you anything about Emily. But she is currently running at about 4.5 minutes per kilometre. She's done almost 10 kilometres now, 400 metres to go before she gets to 10 kilometres. No heart rate, but steps per minute of 185, so she's killing it. Her legs are working fast. Well done, Emily. Karl-Heinz Engel, heart rate of 155. He's now in his red zone, or just on the cusp of the red zone. 155 is where he goes into zone 5. So he is working hard as well, running at 440 per kilometre. So Emily has managed to overtake him and is 14 seconds ahead of him now. Robert Douse, heart rate of 172. Right on for Robert.
Right on.
Chuck McGee with his muscles and his short shorts. Steps per minute has disappeared, or whether we had it in the first place, I don't know. Heart rate is 147-ish. So again, he is well into his orange zone, zone 4. Whether he gets up to red zone is another matter. Not entirely sure where. I think his... Oh, okay. So he's at the bottom of his orange zone, actually. He's chilling out. He's fairly comfortable at this pace. And Schwartz, 148 BPM. And again, looking fairly comfortable. Steps per minute, 168. So not going for it. Could run faster if he wanted to. He's probably just out for a gentle, comfortable run, not worrying too much about the race itself. So there's third place Jeff, second place Brent, and in the lead Michael Hasser. Michael is coming up to 12 kilometres. He's only got a kilometre and a bit to go now. Kilometre and a half left for Brent. Dean says, looking at another ultra, have the bug now. And I know you've done one of the Hardmoors. Would you recommend it? Not too far for me to travel. Yes, Dean, absolutely. John Steele is the guy who runs the Hardmoors races. Good guy.
Right on.
He's full of fun. If you want to run one of the Hardmoors races, I would say start off with the Hardmoor 60, which is 100 kilometres down. Well, it's a little bit along the North Yorkshire moors, and then down the east coast. You travel through Scarborough and through Whitby, all down the south, all down the east coast. There is lovely, really beautiful, and well run, well organised race as well. So definitely worth checking that one out. And then if you fancy doing the longer one, well, there's two longer ones. There's the 110, and I don't know how far the other one is. It 250 miles? It's quite a long way, the other one. And I'm going to try the 110 miler at some point. Tom Sunder says, dang, pulled a muscle in my back a week ago. First run today. I'm back, baby. Speed recovery. Well done, Tom. I'm looking forward to getting back and running a little bit, but I'm not quite ready for it yet, I don't think. I am going to have to run on Thursday. By the way, yes, if you are in London, if you are based in London, come and see me, or if you're travelling down to London over the week, come and see me at the cycling show. Thursday and Friday I'll be at the cycling show. I'm running on Saturday, so I won't be there on Saturday. But Thursday, Friday at the Excel Arena in London, Zwift have a stand. Obviously it's a cycling show, so there will be mainly bike stands, but there will be a treadmill, and I will be on that treadmill introducing people to Zwift. So come and say hello to me. I'll be on the Zwift stand Thursday and Friday at the cycling show Excel Arena in London. Hope to see you there. And that's arrows to show you some of what's going on in the race today. It's not relevant to some bits. This is mainly for workouts, which is why it's pointing in the wrong directions. But some of those things are right, like people taking part and pace and distance and time. So we're watching Michael. He's got a kilometre or so to go, just under a kilometre now to the end of the race. Norseman 2019 race series. All this week on Zwift. So the Norseman Triathlon is on Saturday, 3rd of August. I'll be running 100 miles on that day, but some people will be taking part in the Norseman Extreme Triathlon. It's a non-Ironman branded triathlon, point-to-point race held in Norway every year. The distances are equivalent to those of an Ironman race, with the swim starting from the loading bay of a car ferry. If you've seen video of that, go and look on YouTube and search video of the Norseman Triathlon, because they literally do jump off the back of a car ferry. It is quite amazing. What else can we tell you about it? So it's the swim is in the hard danger fjord, or Hardanger Fjord, in the local town of Eidfjord. Cycling is 180 kilometres, and the first 40 kilometres of which is uphill. After the transition, the competitors then run a marathon, of which the first 25 kilometres are flat. Following this, they end up climbing the local mountain, Gustaftoppen, which is 1,800 metres above sea level. The race is unsupported, so competitors need to have personal backup crews that follow them in their cars to provide them with food and drink. And the support crews also have to accompany their competitor up the final mountain climb due to the inherent dangers of being highly fatigued on a mountain. Wow. I'm not sure I'd get my wife to do that, to be honest. Right, Brent has to be coming up to the end soon. 3.1 kilometres. I can't remember how long the race is. 13.1 kilometres, sorry. Well, it looks like he's done. He's finished. He's slowing down. So Michael Haase wins the second Norseman race of the day. Well done, Michael. And Brent is a couple of minutes behind in second place. So nice. Michael is just chilling out now. Well done, Michael. We'll give him a ride on.
Ride on!
So you can see he's slowed right down to 5 minutes per kilometre. Brent is still kicking it. Brent coming through the big cycling sculptures there. Great view. What a look at that view. Into the night sky. Overhead view. So it looks like it's 13.1 or 13.2 kilometres, the full race.
Nice.
Another good view looking down the hill there. Well done, Brent. 200 metres or so to go. No heart rate for Brent, but looking at his steps per minute, it's probably about 190 steps per minute. And his pace is decent, 4 minutes per kilometre. He's been going since the beginning. And you'll see when he crosses the line. Oh! He suddenly stopped. Please don't tell me that's a technical dropout. Please don't tell me he's had a technical dropout like 100 metres before the line and Jeff Allen's going to catch him and get second place. Please no. Come on, Brent. Get running. You've got 100 metres. You've got 100 metres to go. Oh no, Brent. Yeah, he's slowly getting up to it. back on. I think that was a technical dropout. He's lucky he wasn't. He's lucky he wasn't that far. He was quite a way ahead of Jeff Allen in third. And he's bumped the pace right up to make sure that he gets there as fast as he possibly can. Yeah, definitely a technical dropout there for Brent. Ryan Downey says MRC Group C done. Well done, Ryan. Good job. So all the usual crew most of the usual crew were in Monday Run Club. I know, Tom. He's there now. He's done it. He should be finishing just now. Here we go. You'll see his pace drop down again. Second place for Brent in the Norseman run. 13.3. That must be it now. He's still going at 13.4. He must have finished now, surely. Still pushing the pace. Maybe he's decided to carry on after the run. Or maybe Michael Hassa hadn't finished and he just slowed right down a few hundred metres before the end of the race. So he's done 13.6 and he's still pushing at 350 per kilometre. I mean, he's not going to get caught by Jeff Allen, but... So where's the end of this race then? He's really kicking it now. 340 per kilometre. Is this his cool down run? You can't get to 14 kilometres because the race is definitely only 13 point something. Maybe he's just showing off to us. Well, is that another technical dropout there? So Brent's finished. Now I've lost the others now. There's Jeff Allen, 13.3. He's still going. So Richard says the distance is 13.9. Okay. So I'm assuming, therefore, that that Brent did finish, and that wasn't another technical dropout. I'm loving Jeff Allen's hair and his beard. And is it Karl-Heinz Engel who's got the cool glasses on? Somebody's got cool glasses on. Jeff Bassett? Let's have a look around the front, Jeff. Come on. Yeah, look at Jeff there in his glasses. So Jeff Allen and Jeff Bassett in third and fourth. Jeff Allen, so Jeff's got 300 metres to go. He's got cool glasses as well, John Lennon glasses. Look at that, that's awesome. I hope Jeff looks like that in real life. Thanks for letting me know the race distance, Richard. I couldn't be bothered to look it up myself. Or maybe I did and I forgot, I don't know. I don't know what's going on half the time. So Michael Hassa wins. Brent Hansen second, and Jeff Allen is going to be in third place. So obviously Michael Hassa just did relax on the pace once he got into the last kilometre, and the last 500 metres or so was just chilling out. So, oh no, wrong person. You go back to me. Bassett, there we go. So Jeff Allen has finished. Bassett is just coming up. Jeff Bassett has got 100 metres to go or so. 200 metres. Heart rate of 154. And then we'll have our first lady coming in. And then once we've had first lady over the line, we'll call it a day there. And we'll be back on Wednesday for Wednesday workout, and maybe we'll do another Norseman race and commentate on that as well. Jeff's done. Well done, Jeff. So 4th place for Jeff Bassett and Emily. Emily has 500 metres to go, and she'll be our first lady home. 5th place overall. Well done, Emily. Let me go and give some ride-ons to everyone else. So any more questions on YouTube or Facebook chat, please do say hi and ask me whatever you want, because we're approaching the end of the broadcast. Back on Wednesday for Wednesday workout. Well done, Michael. Good run. I wasn't entirely sure whether you'd finished or not, because I wasn't entirely sure of the distance of the race. And you seemed to slow down an awful lot at about 13 kilometres. Obviously, you were taking it easy. And I thought you'd finished. But good run, well done. Good push there. So Emily, about 300 metres to go. First lady, no heart rate, but she's pushing 190 steps per minute. So she's obviously working hard. 4:23 per kilometre. And Ryan Downey says, great job, Michael. Funnily enough, Emily looks like Jeff Bassett without the beard. Doesn't she? That's another good shot. I do like those zoomed in shots. So Emily approaching the end, first lady, and we are done. Well done, Emily. We're done for the Norseman race. That is it. Thanks for joining me. Well done, Michael. Well done, everyone who took part. Good run in all. Almost 14 kilometres completed, and a good start to Monday. And we'll be back on Wednesday, certainly, for Wednesday workout, and we'll more than likely commentate on another Norseman race during the week. So until then, everyone, thanks for joining me. Thanks for the chat. Thanks for the questions. Well done, everybody. And we'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.